Michael Thomas got injured last year in junk time, garbage time, hurt his ankle. All season it was a story alongside the Saints. Michael Thomas, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. Everybody will put him in the top 5. I'm not getting into who the best wide receiver on earth is. He's in the top 5. He is a guy that people talk about. Obviously out of Ohio State, an absolute weapon and a stud for that Saints offense, alongside Kamara, Taysom Hill, and obviously for a long time, Drew Brees. But last year, when Michael Thomas got hurt in junk time, that thing lingered all year.
Oh, yeah.
And allegedly, via liked tweets from Michael Thomas, we have learned that the New Orleans Saints did not want Michael Thomas to get surgery last year. They wanted him to treat it, rehab it, get healthy, played a little bit, was nowhere near his absolute best, missed some games, came back, was ready to play, got benched because he got into a fight with CJ. Last year for Michael Thomas was a catastrophe with the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. Yep.
It came out after the season from his people, I think, or maybe it came from Breeze's camp, that Michael Thomas was playing at the end of the year when he definitely shouldn't have been, because he knew it was Drew Brees' last go and didn't want to waste the opportunity.
Wow. Good teammate.
Good teammate, Michael Thomas. Then the offseason comes. And if we're reading the situation right, it sounds like the Saints medical staff, the same one that maybe told him we could play through this season and not get surgery right now. And I'm not, hey, that happens in conversations. Like, hey, think you can battle through this, we can get through this, and then do a surgery at the end of the year. I'm not sure if that was the conversation. It has happened to me. I assume it's happened to other people. Like, hey, we can get a surgery later. Michael Thomas seemed to have lost trust in the New Orleans Saints medical department, the coaching department, decided not to get his surgery, then cut off contacts with the New Orleans Saints for 3 months, came back, had to get surgery, is going to miss 7 to 8 weeks. Sean Payton has come out and said, fuck it, and not happy about it. Michael Thomas has subtweeted and subposted about the entire situation. Then Sean Payton had answered, said, I'm not doing a press conference based on social media situations or something like that. It seemed ugly. Jay Glazer told us it doesn't end good. No. This has been going on a long time. This doesn't end good. Well, good news, Saints fans. They sat down. They got a little, they got a little bit of, what's that stuff?
Gumbo.
Okay. They got some gumbo. Probably extra spicy down there. Extra spicy gumbo. They talked to each other over a couple hurricanes.
Yep.
They drank a couple hurricanes. They each potentially forgot exactly where they were or what they were doing, because those hurricanes do hit very strong. I have no idea how those things are legal. They give you basically a bucket and say, hey, go ahead and just... Don't remember anything from the night. Shout out for New Orleans for doing that. It's a blast. They had a situation where they talked, and I don't know if they had hurricanes or gumbo or what they were eating down there. And allegedly, things are much better than it was before.
Wow.
Sometimes a little sit down can maybe make some things happen. Charles Robinson of Yahoo Sports, which is still a company, says, despite issues in recent weeks between the Saints and wideout Michael Thomas, sources said the wideout had a productive meeting with head coach Sean Payton, and the two sides are working to move past their frustrations. Was Vince Vaughn and Wilson there saying, hey, let's put our swords down? Is that what happened? There had to be someday. How about the wedding night? How about when you signed a deal? Is that what happened? I like seeing this, by the way. People get past situations so that they can continue to thrive together. Russell Wilson, Seattle Seahawks, we seen it. Aaron Rodgers, Gunther Kuntz, Murphy.
Here we go.
And everybody else, is that going to be able to happen? We'll see. This one seems like they're getting back on the right foot. This is good news, especially for the football team. Whenever your stars get along with the team, that's good news for everybody.
See, I assumed it was bullshit. I don't know why. Just because, like, but I mean, with how pissed off both sides were. Sean Payton in that press conference, like, you don't see him like that hardly ever. Michael Thomas is quote tweeting stuff. Like, I thought this was maybe just them, like, hey, we got to put the fire out on this right now before, like, social media kind of carries it to a point where it is irreversible. But you think this is genuine? You think they really did get together and things are much better now than they were 2 days ago?
All right, let's think back to a time of the past.
Sure.
Whenever by the way, I'm not saying that this is how it should be now. I'm just saying this was something, and this was how something was of the past. You and somebody don't get along, you get mad at each other. So mad at each other. Very mad at each other. You actually might have a physical altercation with that person. You might actually throw a bomb and land that thing on a jaw or a face somewhere, and that might get returned from that person that you never thought. And then immediately afterwards, once that entire dump is out of you, whatever emotional dump that you have out of you, it's in those moments where the most clarity clarity comes, is it not? It is in those moments where you potentially say, all right, I'm done with this shit. And there's the handshake that happens after. Doesn't always. There's some people that we know from our area, they're going to hate each other forever. You know, and it makes no sense. They fought before, and then they would fight yet again if they could get the energy back and do it again. It never made sense to me. Thought they should maybe get over it. But we've all seen those types of people. But most of the time, when somebody has it out with somebody, gets loud, gets, emotional, a lot of energy, normally you get back on the right side of things. Normally on the other side, there's a moment where it's like, okay, I respect you a little bit more now. I appreciate what we've been through. Let's learn from this so it doesn't happen again. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe Sean Payton threw a big right too. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe they had it out. Maybe they got in an octagon with Jay Glazer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe they were doing that shoulder thing that Jay does.
Oh, yeah.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, the warm-up thing.
I just assumed he showed him a video of Jameis Winston throwing the ball 95 yards and said, you don't want to play with this? You see this guy? He got LASIK. We're going to win every single game that we play in this year. Get your ass to camp right now.
Jameis is throwing the ball 95 yards?
Absolutely not. He said that they had the best running back condoms in the league. And then he corrected himself and said tandems.
All right. Combo.
Not me. Jameis.
Combo, tandems. You can see how.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. But once again, it seems like those types of things do happen much more often for Jameis
Yeah.
than anybody else.
I'm